my Vina loves, it's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. Now, most of you and all of you got to know Dean on Rachel's season on The Bachelorette, and he's this young guy that was just filled with like energy and fun and all of that. And then Rachel was there to be, I want to have fun, I want to have an amazing life, but I also want to be serious with my man. I want to have those deep conversations with my man. It seems like every time that she was getting there, Dean will find a way to switch it into something fun. And in as much as his age, might have played a factor in that, because he is a young guy. I'm not saying a guy his age is not ready for marriage or to settle down, but he is, young and was younger on her series. And so, Rachel felt like, he's young and he's not at the level of maturity or, basically being on a level of serious that I'm on, because I'm here for a husband, okay? I'm not here to play any games. But early on while watching, what I noticed was Dean was escaping to a happy place and making situations, into like a serious situation, into a joking one, because he was escaping some dark moments from his past or his life. That's what I took from it. And that's the reason why whenever things got too heavy and too serious, he turned it into comedy, because it was like, I just want to laugh. I want to be happy. I don't want to go to those places, because then it's going to lead to conversations that I don't want to have. One of the things he was also very concerned about was, if he made it all the way to hometowns, and my thing is, before I get to what Dean posted about his dad and all of that, when you're in a relationship, you want to make sure the person that you're with accept all of you, especially if this is someone you're going to spend forever with. You want, flaws and all. This is who I am. And this is it. You don't want to be with anybody that don't accept, your family or certain things about you. Then that person is not the one. So the whole fear about, if I had the chance of not taking Rachel home, I won't take her home because I don't want to expose her to that. No, you want to take your wife to be those uncomfortable places to make sure that she can turn around and look at you and say, look, I love you regardless. That's the one, someone who can turn around and look at you and say, with all of the mess, through all of the ups and downs, flaws and all, I love you and I still want to be here. That's the person you want to be with. So, when hometowns, are coming close, and, Dean was just distraught and he was just going through it, and I don't know if some of you remember, most of you remember, Dean's mother died when he was 15 from breast cancer, and when that happened, he just felt like his dad, who he needed at the time the most to be there for him, to just, be a father and just help him through this terrible situation of losing his mom, that he felt neglected. He felt like his dad just left and was like, what? But then again, I understand, grieving and all of that. His dad was also going through something terrible, because losing someone and also losing someone like that is very, very sad, And so Dean felt like his dad was emotionally distant. His mother, Deborah, and that was her name, her soul rest in peace, when he was talking to one of the publications that interviewed him, People, after all of this, he said it kind of sucks that there were cameras around, I guess, but at the end of the day, it would have been just something else for me to show there, had I not had the chance to speak up about it. He said, these are conversations I never would have had had we not been in that situation with my father. So he was saying, although the cameras were there when Rachel and I went to hometowns, and I wish, my dad and I had those conversations under different circumstances, I'm glad for the show. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I went on the show, because the show pushed me and it allowed me to go and reconnect with my dad and have those conversations, because at the end of the day, man, you only have one parent. Yes, it takes a village and other people can come in your life and be there for you, and whether they're blood or not, they become family. But your birth parents, you only have one of those. And if you have the opportunity to be around them, love them, forgive certain situations, depending on how extreme, of course, because there are levels, absolutely do it. So it was nice to see, that whole moment. And Rachel was very, accepting and welcoming. I don't care if we're sitting on the floor to eat or on the table, if I'm using my hand or spoons, whatever the case might be. I'm here with you. I'm happy with you. I'm falling for you. And that's all that matters. And that's what you want from the person that you're going to take to meet your family, because, you don't want one of those situations where it's like, we can't go to grandpa because grandpa, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. But anyways, with all of that, Dean did continue going into it. I cried a lot during the show. He said, and they didn't really show much of it, which is great. He was just saying that he was very broken and emotional before his hometowns, but that he's glad that he did it. So, Dean moved on to Bachelorette in Paradise, and that wasn't a good look for him, and he got a lot of heat for leading 2 females on, and he went on for his redemption round on the Bachelor Winter Games. And most people are calling his current relationship a bluff, because they feel like, he's using her to, repair his image. Whatever the case might be, Dean looks happy, so kudos to him. Most of you also remember that the whole episode with, the kissing scene led to this huge backlash. But go ahead and click the link in the description below to watch that video about Rachel being there and my take on all of that. So Dean went ahead and posted this image on Instagram with his dad, and he wrote, "Sometimes the apple actually does fall far from the tree, but at the end of the day, family is family." Amen. Brian went ahead and liked it, and Eric, Eric be everywhere, he went ahead and liked the image. So it's good to see Dean being in a good place, being with his dad. That's a beautiful thing. Like I said, you always want to honor your parents, respect your parents, and depending on the level of whatever the situation was, if you're able to reconcile, forgive, and all of that, and move forward, absolutely do that, because you have one life to live. And so I'm happy for Dean. I'm happy that he's able to reconnect with his dad, and that they are rebuilding their relationship. How long it's going to last, I wish him the best. We don't know, but on my end, I'm just wishing him the best. Of course, all of his fans were really happy for him and just excited that, and who knows, he might have this, posted this picture on social media to be like, hey, we're good. But who knows, maybe behind closed doors, they have been talking and rebuilding their, father and son relationship for a long time, and he decided, what, let me just go ahead and share this, special moment with my fans and supporters who have been rocking with me. So nice to see, Dean hanging with his dad. As far as his relationship goes with the new chick, everything seems to be going decent if you're basing it off social media images, and they look like they're doing great. So wish them nothing but the best. Now, you all know during the Bachelor Winter Games conclusion, people just thought he was about to propose, but instead he got down on one knee and gave her a key to his place. And everybody has something to say after the most recent situation that happened with the Bachelor and all of that. So she went ahead and posted this caption right here: "Give me a key over a short-term engagement ring any day." Like, oh my gosh, everybody just looking for attention. As you can see, no one cared. Her caption didn't make any headlines. I only am reading it now because I'm talking about Dean. So poor little thing, Ari and Lauren, stay blessed, guys, and continue to ignore the noise and be happy. Bye, my Vina loves. That's it. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Vina loves. Thank you all for the love, the support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up, and also go ahead and leave a comment, because I'll see you all in the comment sections what I meant to say, because I make sure that I respond to every single one of you. And thank you all again for the love and support. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Vina loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing and prosperous day, and remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.